My name's Adam. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're in week 4 of our RESP mini-series, and today we're going to cover off why you may not want to set up an RESP. So the last 3 weeks we've gone through why you want to open them, all the benefits to an RESP, but there are a few situations where an RESP may not make sense for you, your family, the situation that you're in. So we're going to cover that off today. If you haven't already joined our financial masterclass, there's a link below to find out more information. Our financial masterclass is a place to learn everything about finance. So whether it's budgeting, savings, mortgages, real estate planning, taxes, there's so much information in this course, and it's all kind of funneled and combined into one simple course to go through. So there's over 100 videos, download content, all that. So we make it very simple to get all the information you need in one place. So if you're tired of searching through Google, asking your neighbor, coworker about everything financial and just running into roadblock after roadblock, not sure what to believe, what to move forward on, this course will help narrow that down, give you the information you need to make better financial decisions and save you a ton of time along the way because it's all in one spot. So you can download the app, you can go through the course on your phone, tablet, computer, whatever it is that's the best for you. So check it out, link below. And we look forward to seeing you in the course, in the class, and participating with the other course members. So today we're going to cover off why you should not open up an RESP. And the very first reason is that you haven't saved for your own retirement. Okay, so you haven't provided enough funding to your own RRSP, TFSA, whatever means it is that you're saving for retirement. If you're not saving there, there's no point to saving to an RESP because at the end of the day, you need to look after yourself first. If you can't fund your own retirement, don't start funding an education savings plan. Okay, so step 1, fund your retirement. If you're not doing that yet, that's where your money needs to be allocated. So start allocating money to your retirement first, get that on track, and then maybe let's look at open up an RESP. I've run across a few people over the years that say, you know what, I'm gonna fund my kids RESP, put them through, a high level education so that they can become a doctor, a dentist, a high level professional, and they're gonna fund my retirement. That is not a strategy. Save for your retirement, that's the guarantee. If you can help out your children with education, that's a bonus. Hopefully they get great education, make good money, and can help you out maybe down the road if that's your plan, but don't lean on that. That is not a plan for retirement. Probably the biggest reason and the reason number 2 not to open up an RESP is there's just no room in your budget. So most families that we come across, budgets are tight. When you're a young family, your incomes may not have been bumped to where you want it to be down the road. You're living on a tight budget, expenses are high, housing costs is high in Canada. We understand that. So if you don't have room in your budget for an RESP, don't stress, don't force open one up and start funding it and create other issues within your budget down the road. So avoid an RESP if there's no room in your budget, but start working your budget towards opening up a line item for that RESP education. So again, you need to fund your retirement first, then you can focus on your education. So open up some spot in your overall budget savings, work towards that. But if you don't have any room in your budget right now for education savings, don't open up an RESP. Don't worry about it. It will come down the road, maybe when income increases, whatever it is. So work on the budget to increase the room, but don't stress about it and don't force open an RESP. The third reason not to open up an RESP is if you carry high interest debts elsewhere. So if you have credit card debt or maybe a high interest line of credit, focus on those first. There's no point putting money into an RESP when you're paying a 20% interest rate every year on your debt and don't have a plan to pay that down. So let's focus on high interest debt first, pay that down, and then focus on opening up an RESP and start saving for the education. The fourth reason that we see clients not open up an RESP is a bit of a unique one and one that is more of a philosophy thing, personal philosophy, what you believe. And it's basically a cash flow strategy plan. And what I mean by that is that the goal with your daily and monthly budget is to pay off your mortgage. Primary focus is mortgage. When the mortgage is paid off, then that free cash flow is going to be used for education down the road. So the whole concept behind it, and we have quite a few clients that do this, is my extra money in my budget, instead of putting money into an RESP for my kids, I'm gonna actually pay down my mortgage faster. But by the time my kids are 15, 16, 17 and almost, or into, the first few years of post-secondary education, my mortgage will be paid off, and my $3,000 a month mortgage payment, I can now allocate to my kids' post-secondary education. So pay off mortgage first. By the time the mortgage is paid off, it's kind of the time of life when the kids are going to post-secondary education, and you start funding that education with what were your mortgage payments. So that is a strategy. One of the flaws with that strategy is that A, you're missing out on the 20% grant from the government. So that's a big bonus. The money's growing tax deferred along the way as well. But mortgage rates are so low right now that I'm still not a big proponent to hammer down a mortgage. So again, that's why I go back to, it's a personal philosophy. If in your head you need to pay off your mortgage and that just makes you sleep at night, then do that. And then that might be a strategy for you. Focus on your mortgage, and then once your mortgage funds are freed up, hopefully that kind of matches up with when your kids go to post-secondary education, and you can use the cash flow for that. So that is another strategy and a reason why some of our clients do not open up an RESP plan. And the fifth and last reason that some of our clients don't open up an RESP is they want their children to fund their own education. So I personally don't totally agree with this. I want to help out my kids a little bit. I'm not going to fund their whole education. I think they need to work towards it. I think they need to apply for grants and get good grades so that they get some scholarships, but I do want to give them a bit of a boost. My parents helped me a little bit in my first year. I want to help my kids in the first year. But again, personal philosophy. If you believe that your kids should pay for their own education, whether it's through working or scholarships or grants or whatever it is, and you want to leave that on them, that's fine. That is a good reason to not open up an RESP plan. So if that's your reasoning, that's fine. So there's 5 reasons why you may not want to open up an RESP plan. Again, all the 5 reasons are quite different, but if you fall into any of those, just consider if an RESP plan might be best for you or not. I hope this mini-series was a lot of help, give you some information around RESP, the benefits of an RESP, how to both put money in and take money out of the RESP, and also some reasons why you may not want to open up an RESP. It may not be the best fit for you and your family and your long-term goals. So if you're going to open up an RESP, make sure to do it. Get all your kids under a family plan and start savings away. Get that 20% grant from the government. It's the best rate of return right off the bat that you can get anywhere. So start saving. If an RESP isn't for you, just make sure you have a strategy and a plan to fund your kids' education, even if that is on them. If you're going to make it on them, make sure that they're aware of that. So they, grades are going to be important. Working early is going to be important, and where they go to post-secondary education is also going to be important. So make sure they're aware of that. If that's your plan, they need to be a part of that plan as well. Thanks again for joining us today. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so and click the notification bell as well. Starting in 2021, we're going to start a new mini-series in January, and we're also going to be posting every Friday kind of a hot topic item in the world of finance and financial planning. So we're going to be doing 2 videos every week through 2021. So we look forward to posting more, giving you more good content, educating you more. So make sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell. And if you enjoyed this video and the mini-series, make sure to hit the like button. It really does help get our content out to more people, to help educate more people, in this case around RESPs. Thanks again for joining, and have a great week.